He is often thought of as all-knowing, a figure whose wisdom spans centuries. But the texts remind us that even he is limited. In truth, Gandalf is Olórin, one of the Maiar, immortal spirits who serve the Valar. As Olórin, he possesses great power, insight, and a deep understanding of Middle-earth. Yet when he was sent to Middle-earth as Gandalf the Grey, he was bound by flesh and form, restricted in both action and perception. He cannot directly wield his full powers, and his knowledge of future events is partial. He acts with foresight and wisdom, yes, but always within the limits of his incarnation. He examines the writings of Isildur, revisits ancient scrolls, and observes the ring itself to understand its corruption and danger. Even this is careful and measured. His knowledge is real, but not absolute. He perceives danger, senses opportunity, but he cannot see the full path. Throughout the story, Tolkien emphasizes the ripple effects of small choices. Bilbo sparing Gollum, Frodo showing mercy, Sam's steadfast courage. Gandalf may sense the potential of these acts, yet he cannot ensure them. He advises, he guides, and he warns, but he never imposes his will. Middle-earth is a place of moral agency, and Gandalf respects that, even as he navigates the shadows of danger. In short, the canon presents Gandalf as a figure of wisdom, humility, and restraint. He is capable of deep foresight, yet he is never omniscient while in his incarnate form. This careful balance of knowledge and limitation is what makes the question of Frodo's potential failure so intriguing. It sets the stage for the next section, the fan theories that explore just how much Gandalf might have known about Frodo's inevitable failure. We will give these compelling theories a full exploration, but later in the video, we'll also put them to the test and see where they potentially stumble. Theory 1. Gandalf's guided faith. Some fans believe Gandalf knew Frodo could not resist the ring's corruption forever. But that wasn't the point. The quest in this view was never about Frodo defeating the ring. Tolkien himself writes in The Fellowship of the Ring that Bilbo was meant to find the ring, and Frodo meant to have it. This word, meant, echoes something divine. Many readers interpret this as evidence that Gandalf trusted in a higher plan, one that even he did not fully understand. He tells Frodo early on, "There was more than one power at work, Frodo, besides the will of evil." So perhaps Gandalf's role wasn't to ensure success, but to set the stage for grace to intervene. He guided, advised, and inspired, but never forced the outcome. In this light, Gandalf's faith in Frodo wasn't about certainty. It was about trust. Trust that when strength failed, mercy and chance might still prevail. And in the end, that's exactly what happened. Theory 2. The wisdom of Olórin. Another interpretation goes deeper, into Gandalf's true identity as Olórin, a Maia of immense wisdom. Long before Middle-earth, Olórin dwelt in Valinor and walked unseen among the children of Ilúvatar, inspiring them with fair visions. He learned compassion from Nienna, the Valar who weeps for the world's sorrows. This background is crucial. Olórin understood that pity and failure could hold more redemptive power than strength or domination. When he came to Middle-earth as Gandalf, he took on mortal limitations, clothed in frailty and doubt. He wasn't meant to overpower evil, but to inspire hope in others who could. So even within his limited form, Gandalf might have sensed that Frodo's fall, tragic as it seemed, was part of something larger. As Olórin, he would know that the will of Ilúvatar often bends even evil acts toward good ends. He may not have known the details, but he understood the pattern. In this theory, Gandalf's calmness throughout the quest, even when all seemed lost, wasn't ignorance. It was acceptance, a quiet awareness that beyond his own sight, there were greater designs at work. Theory 3. The calculated gamble. A more skeptical theory suggests Gandalf didn't foresee divine intervention, but he did foresee human or hobbit weakness. He knew that powerful beings, elves, dwarves, even Aragorn, would never resist the ring's temptation. Only a hobbit, small and unassuming, could carry it far enough before succumbing. In that sense, Gandalf's plan was pragmatic, not prophetic. He didn't expect Frodo to destroy the ring. He expected him to get close enough for fate, or luck, to finish the job. This aligns with Tolkien's recurring theme of eucatastrophe, the sudden turn from despair to joy. Whether through luck, mercy, or something higher, the plan would work, even if its hero faltered. Doubts and counterpoints. So if these theories are so compelling, where do they falter? The first and greatest obstacle is Gandalf's own incarnation. Limits of a Maia in flesh. When Gandalf came to Middle-earth, he was one of the Astari. 5 Maiar sent to guide, not dominate, the peoples of Middle-earth. They were forbidden from revealing their full divine nature or using their power to control events. As Tolkien writes in Unfinished Tales, the wizards were clothed in bodies of old men, subject to weariness, fear, and pain. Even Gandalf the Grey, once the Maia Olórin, could no longer access the full breadth of his celestial wisdom. He remembered much, but saw through mortal eyes, deeply yet imperfectly. His role was to inspire hope and courage, not dictate outcomes. That alone casts serious doubt on any claim that he knew Frodo would fail. The problem of foreknowledge. Even the greatest beings misread fate. Elrond and Galadriel could not predict the ring's end. Saruman thought knowledge alone gave him control, and it destroyed him. If Gandalf truly knew Frodo would fail, why not warn the others? Why not ensure Gollum's role from the start? Instead, he acts with restraint and trust, not certainty. His journey through Moria, his fear at Minas Tirith, his concern at Mount Doom, all feel real, alive, and uncertain because he doesn't know everything. Hope, not prediction. It fits Tolkien's themes that Gandalf acted on hope rather than absolute knowledge. He tells Frodo in The Shadow of the Past, "All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us." This isn't the voice of someone who knows the ending. It's someone who sees light in the dark, but not beyond it. Even the Valar cannot see the full design of Ilúvatar's will. So why would Gandalf, bound to flesh and mortal limits, claim certainty for himself? Tolkien's own clues. Tolkien repeatedly rejects strict predestination. Providence, he explains, allows free will but bends even evil toward good. Exactly what happens with Frodo and Gollum. Gandalf doesn't foresee the outcome, he hopes for it. He spares Gollum not because he knows the creature will save them, but because he believes mercy might yet bear fruit. That's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge sees the outcome. Wisdom trusts the unseen. So, did Gandalf know Frodo would fail? Perhaps not. But in his wisdom, he understood that success might not look the way anyone imagined. He trusted that even a failure, guided by mercy and hope, could be enough to change the fate of the world. This video took a lot of time to make. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel.